Yo, what is cracking, ladies and gentlemen? We are here for the Austin Grand Prix 2025. I'm pumped, guys. I'm keen to see how this all goes down. But first and foremost, I need to make sure that my audio is okay. So give me 1 second. Let me test it, make sure it's all good. Okay, the audio is good. I can take my headphones off. Yeah, boy, we are here. It's happening. The 2025 Austin Grand Prix is upon us. After a tumultuous sprint race and an even more dramatic qualifying session, we are here, and it is about to go down. We got an interesting lineup. As it stands, Max is only 54 points. If we have a look at the drivers standing here, if you can look on the left of the screen, Max is very, very close to the top. We're talking, 45 points, I think. It's very, very close between Verstappen and Piastri. So we're going to see something interesting. Max is currently on pole, okay, which is it's a very, very good thing for the Drivers' Championship. We're going to see some action. We're going to see some drama, and that's exactly what we want in these kind of races. So Max on pole, Norris is second, Leclerc is third. Did a good qualifying. Very impressed with those Ferraris. Russell did well. Hamilton in fifth. Piastri, I don't know if that crash in turn one caused some really severe damage to the suspension, and they couldn't get it fixed in time because he just couldn't harness the power of that car in qualifying and only ended up in sixth. So it's a bit of a pity for Piastri, but we'll see what happens here. Now, it's very interesting. No one who has started in pole has finished on pole at Austin except for Max, and that was in 2021. And I mean, obviously it's got to be only Max that can do that, right? So we're gonna see how that goes today, because if yesterday was anything to go by, Max really put in some serious performance. So I think we should see something spectacular out of this race today. Again, it's such an interesting race because there's two really fast straights that people can overtake on, but also you've got these high speed straights into very hardcore cornerings where you can't really see apexes, and things can go around very quickly. So we're hoping for some drama, as long as no one as long as people keep it on the track. I think that's gonna be the way it is. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new here, I really appreciate it. But welcome to the Austin 2025 GP. If this is your first time here, as you can see, it is the telemetry is on the left of your screen. The tracker is in the top right, and your race control is in the middle. So that's everything you need to know. During the race, I'll look at the drivers' transcripts, and we'll see how they talk and chat. I don't think the voice notes actually play in YouTube because it's copyright restricted. But I will listen to their voice notes and tell you what they have to say during the race. But yeah, again, a super fun race this. I think we are in for some drama. I really hope it's going to be interesting. Norris behind Verstappen. Look, yesterday I think Hulkenberg caused a lot of the problems. But I mean, that's just the way it goes. Leclerc and Russell behind in third and fourth. I think the top five will generally give each other space because no one wants to crash out. So we'll see how that pans out in the first corner. Again, there's 166 points available up for grabs. Max, very close, guys. We're talking 45 points away from the Drivers' Championship. There's one or two races here that Max needs to win, and the McLarens need to DNF on. So this is a telling race. This is a very telling race. Alonso did really well. Kimi Antonelli did really well. Hulkenberg has surprisingly been on fire, and Carlos to getting on podium in the sprint was absolutely awesome. Although he didn't qualify as well, but Behrman, this guy has tracks where he just comes alive, and this is one of those tracks where Ollie Behrman just came out of nowhere and has been performing like an absolute beast. It's really good to see. I love that we've got some fresh rookies that are really like kind of pushing it as hard as they can. It's what we like to see. But I'm excited for this race. I think it's going to go good. Like I said, there's a good fair chance that there's going to be a lot of overtakes, and that's what we kind of want to see. Now, every single week we say the same thing. Say the same thing. And it's always, this is going to be the most exciting race of the calendar. But most of the time, it gets to half race and everyone is settled into their positions. But hopefully we'll see some action and some drama, and we'll watch Lance Stroll crash, because we are here today to forget about the world, okay? Let's forget about AI. Let's forget about 31R Atlas. Let's forget about everything and just watch some rich guys race some cars and Lance Stroll crash, because Lance Stroll sucks and he shouldn't be in Formula 1. But anyway, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7 minutes away from the start of the formation lap. I hope you got your snacks. I got a yellow drink today. Yesterday I had I'm on brand today. I got a yellow drink, as you can see from the back. Hey. I don't know what this is. It's a brand new Red Bull. It's the tropical. I actually don't like this flavor. I like this flavor. This is way better. A much better flavor. I'm not sponsored by Red Bull, I swear to God. Even though I'm pretty much kitted in Red Bull. But yes, what are your snacks today? I got me some Red Bull. I got some cats. It's very cold. My feet are freezing. But we're here. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go. And we will see what happens in the Austin GP, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Unhinged Formula 1 commentary, where I swear and scream like a little girl during the whole race. Man, it's so weird watching an American Grand Prix. It's these drivers get subjected to everything American. They got to like wear hats and Stetsons and get paraded around on bulls and stuff. It's so weird. It's only in America, right? And again, yesterday I said the same thing. It must be so weird for the audience, the American audiences, to see cars turn right. You know, because NASCAR, it's just a left turn. It's just one left turn. So, yeah. But the atmosphere must be great. I love Americans. I think they're cool. And they're always a good people. They're always entertaining and fun. So, we're looking at crashes here from previous races. Wow. Oh, we're looking at some replays there. Yeah, that's George Russell and Max Verstappen. I'm telling you now, if you're looking at this track tracker, the corners that we need to look out for here is currently corner 12. Corner 12 is where most of the overtaking and most of the action seems to be happening, because it's such a high-speed straight. You're getting to top speed roundabouts here, so your braking zones are very, very, tight into this really intense corner. So you got to be careful how you approach this corner. Otherwise, you could be in a lot of trouble. So I think drivers have to judge and estimate, their braking zones. Otherwise, we're going to see some red flags. I don't really like red flags, because it seems like the Austin GP, they take quite a while. It looked like last time at the sprint race, a safety car took 6 laps to clear the debris, which is a long time. I hope we don't have too many red flags, although I do want to see some drama. So hopefully we'll see that. But the safety car does slow down the whole race, and I'm hoping we don't see that. I just want to see some good overtakes. I want to see some action between Leclerc and Russell. I want to see Piastri come through the field. I want to see what Behrman does in P8. I don't think he belongs there, but he's got the medal, bro. He showed it in qualifying. He had some real pace on that horse, so I'm very, very excited. But again, we are here. The first turn, it's a 30-meter incline in a very small stretch of tar into a very, very... The apex, you can't even see the apex when you're coming into turn 1. The drivers cannot see that apex. And it's also super windy on the cars up at that first corner. So very, very interesting. It's a 5.5 kilometer track distance, 56 laps. We got an elevation of 30.9 meters. So it's very high, it's very low. Top speed of 350 kilometers per hour. So it's pacey. It's got a lot of declination. It's very hot on track. Okay, it's hotter than it was yesterday. 44, 40, almost 45 degrees on track, which means it's going to be a lot hotter for the drivers in the cars. We got a 13-kilometer wind. That's directly onto corner 1, right? And if the cars are coming up in corner 1, the wind is going to hit them. So it's as they're turning, it's going to affect the backside of the car. So they're going to have to be really careful of how they do that. But the starting lineup for the race today is Isaac Hadjar in 20, who had an unfortunate qualifying. Lance Stroll, who cares about Lance Stroll? Alex Albon in 18th. Ocon in 17th. Obviously had some damage on his car and couldn't really bring it together in qualifying. Bortoleto in 16th. Colapinto in 15th, followed by his teammate Gasly. Yuki Tsunoda in 13th, who did really well. I swear, if you need to watch Yuki Tsunoda's driver cam of the sprint race and how he managed to avoid the shit that he had to go through. It was absolutely awesome. Lawson in 12th position, Hulkenberg in 11th, also doing a really, really great weekend. I love Hulk. He's really been incredible through, this whole entire weekend. Alonso, been complaining a bit about performance on the car, but still doing well. Carlos Sainz in 9th place. Amazing job on getting 3rd at the sprint race. Ollie Behrman in 8th. Kimi Antonelli in 7th. Again, Oscar Piastri, because of that crash in the sprint, I think he had some severe damage to his rear suspension, making him not really perform in qualifying. So I think that's what's really affected him. Now, I don't know what the dynamics are between in the McLaren garage. Are they sandbagging Oscar to not fix his car properly? Who knows? These are the conspiracy theories. Let's put on those tinfoil hats and we'll talk about that. Hamilton in 5th place, George Russell in 4th, Leclerc in 3rd, Norris in 2nd place with Verstappen. Now, Norris and Verstappen were very, very close in qualifying. They were thousands of a second apart from each other. So we're going to see. It's all going to come down to, how they get off the line. And again, in Austin, Max is starting on the outside. So Max doesn't really have an advantage here. Although Max is very good at getting off the wheel, being on the outside means the track is very wide, so you got to get on the throttle really quickly, and you got to get into that corner section to be able to get to that corner first and to be able to pull off your apex first, because it's very easy to sneak in and overtake on that first corner. And Lando isn't renowned for starting very well, so we'll see how the first corner goes. I'm very excited to see how that happens. Now, they're about to start their formation lap, so I just want to make sure we are all synced up here before we get going. So we'll... everything is live though. We are good. But I just want to make sure that we are on track here so that if anything happens on our screen, it is actually happening on the screen. Okay, so let's just wait for them to start formation and then we will make sure that we are all synced up here. But welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Formula One day. It's the best day. I can't wait to see what happens during this race. But thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We're going to get this Austin GP underway very soon. You can watch me scream like a little girl because that's what I love to do in Formula One. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait. Okay, we're not there yet. Let's just see how we're going here. Has Max started? Okay, I think Max has started. A little bit further. I think that's good. A little bit faster. Yeah, I think that's cool. Alright, I think we're on track here. That looks good. Yeah, I think we're on point here. A little bit faster. Yeah, okay. We're good. Hello, Rocks and Socks. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you coming and watching the stream today for the Austin Grand Prix. Let's go! United States for the land of the free and the home. I love their anthem. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably the best anthem in the world. It's very, very cool. Compared to some of the rest of them, which are so traditional and hippie hoppy. I don't know. Is that a word? Hippie hoppy? But yes, we are here. Formation lap is underway. There is no risk of rain. Very hot on track. It has currently gone up to 46 degrees on track, which means it's probably 50 plus degrees for those drivers. It's very humid. The air pressure is very high. The wind has actually died down a bit, but we'll see how that happens to go. But we are just doing the formation lap as we go. The Drivers' Championship being very, very close. 45 points. Max is 45 points away from winning the Drivers' Championship. We've got a couple races left. He could do it. If anyone was going to do it, it would be Max Verstappen. Okay, but we are almost done with the formation lap. We're waiting for the last few corners here. And we will get this race underway. Max is holding up the grid a bit. Don't want to get too far. Hadjar lagging behind there, trying to get into position while Max comes down to the main straight. Let's just make sure we are, in fact, down in the corners here. Just want to make sure we are, in fact, on point here. It looks like we are. Yeah, I think we're good. We are live. We are in points. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. Max coming up to starting positions for the Austin Grand Prix. If you are in my chat, I am looking for something to say when the lights go out. It needs to be authentic. I don't want to chat GPT it. I'm trying to figure it out. Every time I say it, it comes out really cringy. And I hate being... Well, actually, no. I am the cringe master. But we are lining up. Let's see what happens. Max on the outside of position 1. Norris on the inside with Leclerc in third on the outside. So we are going to see what drama plays out today because turn 1 is always a doozy. Now, I think the first 5 drivers are going to be civil. Okay, they're experienced, so they will give each other space, hopefully. But you never know what happens in turn 1 at Austin. Okay. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. We are waiting for the last few cars to line up, and we are going to get this race underway, ladies and gentlemen. Underway. Waiting for Lance Stroll, who's probably going to crash this race because he sucks. And we are waiting for the final car, which is Hadjar, to line up. And we are almost ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, for lights out at Austin GP. Here we go. Hadjar coming into position as we about to get this race underway. Okay, here we go. Safety car is lining up. Green flags are a go. The lights are, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, Verstappen on the outside takes a great start. Rats to the outside. Leclerc takes a wide berth, trying to sneak out. Lando very, very close. Max does an incredible job to keep it. Lando, he loses his place to Leclerc. Leclerc sneaks a position from Lando into second position. Amazing job from Leclerc. Super drive. Took a wide berth into turn 1 to be able to take that place into turn 2. Lando Norris has lost the place to Charles Leclerc. Russell did terribly at the start. Lost 2 places to Hamilton and Piastri. Really, really bad start there by Russell. Antonelli seemed to hold firm, but Verstappen really did an amazing start. He really nails being able to get off the line quickly, put it into place, and just nail it. He has flown off that line, already out of DRS range. Absolutely incredible drive by Max. But Leclerc being on the softs is probably not a wise move by Ferrari because their strategy ain't that great on the best of times. So I don't know what they were thinking about putting him on softs because they are going to die very, very quickly. And that is going to cost them track position. So we'll see how that plays out. Max has already flown ahead by 1.3 seconds ahead of Leclerc. I think that little scrap between Leclerc, Norris, and Hamilton has probably put them in a bit of a icky place. So we'll see how that pans out. But Max really flown away. Sainz still in 9th place. Yuki Tsunoda, Alonso, Lawson, everyone else still in position. Hadjar took a place from Albon, but we're looking good. Max is really putting in some laps here. He's putting in purple sectors all over the place. I don't think he's screwing around. But I'm surprised by Leclerc. His pace isn't really that great on the soft tires. No one has really tested out those softs, during qualifying, in the free practices, or even in the sprints. So I don't think it's the best move here, especially on a hot track, a windy track, a high downforce, really hectic corners, and then into really high speed, long straights. So I don't know if that's the best move by Ferrari, but we'll see how that pans out during the race. We got a little scrap here between Russell chasing Piastri very, very close. Might be making a move on him very soon. We'll see how he can do. But Max is kind of running away with it already. Leclerc, a little space between Norris. I think everyone is easing in here. I think everyone's just testing the bag, right? Just putting in a little 1-2, testing their opponents, maybe dodging left and right. I think everyone's just biding their time, charging their batteries, seeing what everyone does, waiting for the reactions before anything major starts taking place. But, we got a little overtake there by Ollie Behrman. Amazing job by Ollie Behrman. Holy crap, that guy is on fire this weekend. Jeez, I'm really impressed. He has been really, really on form this whole weekend. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So Behrman in 8th place. Antonelli in 7th. Russell in 6th. Piastri 5th. Sainz taking a position on Ollie Behrman. Wow, that was a great tussle. Loved it. That's what I like to see. But very evenly spaced start to the race compared to the sprint race. It's pretty wild. Max just putting in the fastest lap at a 1:43. a 140.2, excuse me. But really, really flying down those straights. Wow, he's got that. I don't know where Red Bull is getting this pace from, but they really do have some incredible pace down those straights. Although he does excel in the corners, he seems to really have that downforce on those straights nailed, man. Russell chasing Piastri, still very, very close within DRS range. I'm wondering what's going to happen here. There also looks to be like there is some serious pace on that Mercedes. So I don't know what George is looking to do here. Maybe we'll see a little sneaky overtake on Piastri, although it is very early in the game. And tire strategies are going to be very important here because undercuts and overcuts are a real thing. And playing that strategy right, as Red Bull has shown many, many times, tire strategies can win races. Okay, they've proven this time and time again this year. Oh, we got a little tussle here between Hamilton and Piastri. Piastri looking on the inside of Hamilton. Is he going to make the move? Oh, he's looking for it. Hamilton, defends it nicely. Oh, very, very close by Piastri. He is right on the tail of Hamilton. Is he going to make this move down into turn 15 and 16? Piastri having a sniff. I think he's backed off. But very, very close to Hamilton. Might be within striking distance in the next couple laps. So we'll see what Piastri does there. Very, very nice from Piastri. I need him to get higher. I feel like Piastri deserves this championship. I'm not going to lie. He is definitely the driver of the year. An absolutely incredible job to come in his second year, bro. His second year. And he's almost winning he is winning the Drivers' Championship currently. So absolutely awesome from Oscar Piastri. But he's down into turn one, having a little sniff. I think that little tussle with Hamilton has caused Russell to catch up rather quickly. So we're going to have to see how Russell reacts to that little tussle between Piastri and Hamilton. Because Piastri seemed to slow down quite a bit there. But Leclerc's tires are dropping off immediately. They're already dropping off compared to the medium tires. Norris is right on Leclerc's exhaust. So I don't know how he's going to come back from this, but we're going to see what their tire strategy is. Poor Ferrari. I feel sorry for all you Ferrari fans. My God, this is wild. It's wild. You guys are crazy. Oh, Lando looking for a take. Going on the inside. He's going to be able to take Leclerc. Oh, Leclerc sniffing him out. Very, very close there. Lando still looking, but very well defended by Leclerc. I mean, Leclerc is a god at defending it. Lando takes a wide berth. Coming down into turn 16. Lando very close. Is he going to make another move? Coming down probably the main straight. Lando is very, very close to Leclerc. It definitely looks like he might make a move here. So let's see what he does down the main straight. Is he going to make a move? DRS has been enabled. What is he going to pull off here? Lando Norris down the main straights. Come on, boyki. Make something happen. Make something happen, bro. Show me you're a world champion. What you going to do? On the outside, Lando has no sniff because he got no balls. Come on, Lando. What are you doing, bro? That was Max here to pass him already. This is the problem. This is why I get upset with Lando, because he's got everything he needs. My wife is a giant supporter of Lando, but even she has waned in his favor recently. Well, she was always a quasi-Max fan. You know, she wouldn't admit it, but now she's a Max fan, I think. I think more so than Lando, but I think Lando has disappointed us over the years. But a bit of a DRS train here between Leclerc, Norris, and Hamilton. So to break that chain is going to be interesting because they are coming down into turn 12, which is the turn. It looks like Lando's going to have a sniff here coming into turn 12 on the outside. What you going to do, Lando? Come on, make a move on the inside. Nope. Leclerc taking a wide berth, weaving, putting that car across the whole track. Nice, boy. Nice, boyki. I like to see it, Leclerc. He is a very good defensive driver. I'm not going to lie. Leclerc, he has those moments where he just shines as a driver. He has these really crazy defensive moments and he's really crazy. I've seen him drive in Monaco and he really is a talented driver. I don't think he's too happy at Ferrari, if I'm being quite frank with you. So I think we're going to see a move from Leclerc out of Ferrari and probably in the next year or two. We'll see how that goes. Again, we got a DRS train here, definitely, between Leclerc, Norris, and Hamilton. But Norris got to make something happen here. I think he's probably waiting for Leclerc's tires to fall off. I mean, he's done 8 laps or 6 laps on these soft tires, which are going to fall off in performance very quickly, and they're going to lose track position. So I don't quite understand what they're trying to do here, but we'll see. Max fastest time of the race at 1:39.7. He's definitely upping the pace. 2.6 seconds ahead of Leclerc, though. I think Leclerc is holding up the rest of the pack, at least from Norris down to Russell. But the top 5 are very close, depending on how they're going to work this out. I mean, Norris has fallen out of DRS range. He does come into range within the straights, but I don't know. He just can't seem to finish the move. That's what makes me so mad about Lando. He gets to the point where he's about to make the move and then never makes the move. It's crazy. Let's just have a look at the restart of the race here. Max Verstappen, insane start, straight to the inside. Norris had no chance. Leclerc, wide berth. Amazing job. Stuck to the tail of Max Verstappen on the outside and really stuck it in between Max and Lando. Incredible job by Leclerc to get that second position. It was really well driven. Took a line that most people wouldn't take. Very smart move. All the way on the outside, literally to the edge of the track. Right behind Max's back right tire. Stuck with him all the way. A bit of a streamline and just nailed that second position. Really great drive by Leclerc to take that second place, man. I do like Charles Leclerc. Not number one, he's a musician, and number two, his dogs are amazing. I'm looking at George here. George lost the places to Hamilton and Piastri. I think he just got caught up in a bit of traffic, and we got a problem here. Who's off track? I can't see who that is. Carlos Sainz. Oh no, Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz has been taken off track. Oh no, where? He is stopped on track on turn 19. Carlos. No, Carlos. No, Carlos. Okay, so we got a virtual safety car. Carlos, I don't know if he had engine trouble. I can't quite see on the chat. In fact, let's just listen to the radio and see what has gone on with Carlos Sainz's car. Just give me a second here. Let's find out what Carlos Sainz is saying here. Is there anything about Carlos? Pierre Gasly. Sainz is stopped on the left. So it looks like he's obviously got some kind of engine trouble, but there's no messages here. But he's definitely had some engine trouble down into turn 19. So we're currently at a virtual safety car. Things have slowed down. I think people are probably going to start pitting. If they're smart, Leclerc and Ferrari better pit, you son of a guns. Antonelli had a little hiccup there, but it's fine. So a virtual safety car, the Ferraris better pit. It's stupid if they don't. It's time to bring the free. Oh my God. Carlos Sainz hit Antonelli. Collision with Antonelli. Okay, so I saw that replay. Carlos Sainz connected with Antonelli into turn 19, put Antonelli into the gravel, and obviously messed up his suspension. Carlos Sainz is out of the race. Unfortunate. Bit of a rookie move there. I don't think he quite saw Antonelli coming in. He just smacked the back of him. Unfortunate for Carlos, but he's out. So we are under a virtual safety car. Did Leclerc pit? No. Ferrari have not pitted under a virtual safety car. You are 8 laps into a soft tire. You guys are idiots. They're going to lose track position. I can't understand Ferrari strategy sometimes. I cannot. I don't know how you guys or anyone supports Ferrari. It's like an emotional roller coaster with that freaking team. One day you're winning, next day you're in the wall, next race your tire management is shit and you're making terrible decisions. It's wild watching and trying to support Ferrari. My God. Let's just have a look at Carlos here. Coming into turn 19, Kimi Antonelli on the outside. I think he just missed his apex. He just missed his braking zone and tapped the back of, I think it was Alonso, and just lost it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for Carlos Sainz. So Alex Albon is pitted, which is a smart move. We've got Lance Stroll, Bortoleto, and Leclerc on soft tires, which is a stupid move. Okay, softs is not the way to go, but Ferrari should be coming in under this virtual safety car. It doesn't make sense to stay out. What are you doing? Pit Leclerc immediately. You have track position here. Just pit Leclerc. Although technically he'd probably come out in a really bad space under a virtual safety car. So yeah, I could understand why they're probably not pitting him, but it seems silly to start on a soft tire. It doesn't make sense to me. Let's just see if there are any driver's messages here. Let's just hear from Carlos Sainz. He's saying Antonelli just turned in. I don't think that's right, Carlos, but okay. Let's see. Kimi Antonelli says Carlos took him out, as it always goes. I never made the mistake. You made the mistake. Okay, virtual safety car is ending. We are coming in as lap 9 of 56. I think Max Verstappen is already taken off. Look at him go. Top right tracker, Max. Look at him go, bro. He's flying down the track already. Absolutely mental. He is on form. He has been on form this whole weekend. He has been on form for the last couple races. Max is 54 points away from winning this Drivers' Championship. Do you understand how insane that is? We may have another 2021 scenario here. I'm hoping that we see a bit of DNFs from the McLarens. I don't want anyone to crash, but I definitely want a more exciting end to the season, and we're going to get that because we don't care about the Constructors' Championship. Who cares about that? We care about the drivers, right? We want to see which driver is the best. That's how I feel anyway. But Norris and Leclerc battling it out. I think Leclerc's tires are going to fall off very quickly from here on out. And lap 9 on soft tires in 46-degree weather. It's just gone up to 47-degree weather. I don't think that's going to last very long. They should have pitted him under a safety car, taken a bit of a loss, but come out at least better on a fresh set of mediums to go further into the race and maybe get some track position there. But unfortunate for Carlos Sainz to get knocked out. Very, very unlucky there. But Max taken away. He is taken off, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down into main straight, as you can see from the top tracker here, Max really, really pushing it. He's got fastest lap at a 139.7. So really kicking ass out there. I don't know what happened to Lando. His pace seems to have dropped off because he's just done a 141.6, which is quite off the pace. Strange. I don't know what the McLaren pit wall is thinking. If they are looking at an undercut here, because they're probably seeing Leclerc on softs going, okay, well, Leclerc is going to have to pit very soon. Let's stick with him and make a call to undercut or overcut, depending on what Leclerc does, because those softs are going to fall off very, very quickly. 10 laps into those softs in 46-degree weather is not great. It's not a great strategy. So we're going to see how that pays off for Ferrari. Max coming down the main straight, down into the 12th corner. Oh, let's see what's happening on the driver's side of things. Leclerc still pushing. Kimi, that was the fastest lap. If Albon's suddenly flying, help me copy. Okay. Let's just listen to what Oscar has to say. Let's see here what Oscar is saying on the radio. Okay, Carlos. Oscar Piastri saying he's having some problems with the front left of his suspension. So I think he's being plagued by that crash at Sprint. So we're going to have to keep an eye on Oscar Piastri because it looks like he might have some suspension issues from the radio message that I'm reading here. Let's listen to Carlos Sainz. I think this is the crash. Yeah, Carlos talking about the crash between him and Kimi Antonelli, unfortunately. Lando Norris's pace is desperately fallen off here. Hamilton is catching at quite a rapid pace. So I'm not sure what the McLaren pit wall are thinking here strategy-wise, but I think they're playing it safe right now. This is kind of the point where people are thinking about strategy, thinking about, okay, how are we going to pit? When are we going to pit? Who are we going to undercut and overcut? Who can we undercut and overcut? These are the positions that we need to think about. This is the point in the race where teams start thinking about that kind of information and relaying it to the drivers and talking. Now, remember, back in the days, we used to hear a lot of chatter between the drivers and the pit wall. That kind of has fallen away a bit. Now we just hear sporadic messages, here and there. But back in the day, we really had a much more in-depth view of what the drivers were saying to the pit wall and the strategy, but obviously other teams could listen in on that and make decisions, so that's probably why they did it. But yeah, okay, so 11 laps, Max flying away, 2.9 seconds, Leclerc, Norris, 1.7 seconds. Again, there was a DRS train between Leclerc, Norris, Hamilton, Piastri, but that's kind of been broken up. The DRS train is split, so now I think people are just vying for a pit strategy here, because that's really what it's going to come down to. That's really what's going to win this race here, because it has evened out. If you look at the intervals here on the left of the screen, you can see it's a 3.1, a 1.6, a 1.8. So you can see they were all relatively evened out between the top 6. So pit strategy is what's going to play a key role here. Now, I think Leclerc's pit is going to be problematic, because the lap window here, we're talking about 12 to 18 laps for that soft tire, okay, and that's coming up, but that's coming up. It's already there, so he's gonna see some serious performance loss in those soft tires, and whether he's gonna be able to capitalize on any kind of pit strategy is not looking too good, because his interval isn't that great at the moment. So even if the only way he's really going to capitalize is if there is another safety car, and that's probably not going to happen between now and them pitting. But teams always hope for safety cars. Some teams bet on safety cars, but I don't know. If I was a strategist, I couldn't pin my hopes on safety cars, but I don't know what Ferrari's strategy is currently. We'll see how that plays out during this race. But Lando Norris, 1.2 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. Max Verstappen increasing his lead to 3.5 seconds. Absolutely. What has Lance Stroll done now? Oh my God, did Lance Stroll overtake someone? Holy shit. Lance Stroll overtook someone. What the fuck's happening? Oh my God. Did I witness that? Lance Stroll did something? What? This can't be. Am I watching the same race you guys are watching? This is wild. Lance Stroll overtook Gasly into turn 1. I can't believe it. He didn't even put them in the wall. Wow. Good job, Lance Stroll. No, I take that back. Lance Stroll sucks. But yeah, Verstappen is flying. He is absolutely flying. 139.2. Who's got the fastest lap? Kimi Antonelli got a fastest lap at 138.8. She's like, okay. That's interesting. Let's see. So the McLarens are currently looking at Plan B. I wish I knew what Plan B was. For the love of God. Wind direction has changed, but the strength has dropped slightly. So they're looking at turn 20. Track limits for Piastri. Okay, so Lance Stroll, nice. That was good, Lance. Who cares? Who cares about that shit, bro? Okay. No more team radio messages. Kimi Antonelli, his team, and the Mercedes pit wall saying 3.4 second gap between him and Hadjar. All right. Max Verstappen from the pit wall, gap across the line was 4.1, A61. I don't know what that means. In still 2 lengths ahead, slower than Leclerc. Lando is now pushing. All right, so we should see some action here. This is depending on the pit strategies. It's really what it's going to come down to here. I don't know if Ferrari is going to capitalize on this. It's struggling to see, because remember when these cars are set up in such an interesting method here in Austin, because if you're looking at the track, you can see there's 2 very, very long high-speed straights, but they're also tied into these really, really, aggressive corners that are really, you have to set your cars up for a lot of downforce, but at the same time, you have to have a lot of kind of medium setup in the car to be able to handle these corners. So it's a very interesting setup when you come to tracks like this, because they're kind of spread out all over the place when it comes to speed, to corners, to downforce, to all of the way you would set up a car in these kind of tracks. So it's different to things like Monza, where it's a tempo to speed, and you can say, right, we want downforce, let's go as fast as we can. Where here, you need to go as fast as you can, but you also need to have some aggressive, cornering abilities within, the tights that you experience around corners 12, 14, 15, and 16 here. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, Leclerc on the radio saying track limits. Okay, so Leclerc is complaining about that. This car is 14 laps into these softs. What is going on? Norris has already caught Leclerc by 0.08 of a second already. Okay, his DRS is open. Lando is coming down to turn 12. Is he going to make a move on? No, he's very close. They should have pitted Leclerc under the safety car. Now they are screwed because Hamilton is going to catch Leclerc very quickly on those mediums, because the medium pit tire, the medium lap strength is between 23 to at least 30 laps on those mediums. So yeah, we'll see how that happens. But Leclerc is 14 laps into these softs. Lando is very, very close to him. We're talking 600 of a second, catching 200s every single lap. Lando coming down the main straight. Is he going to be able to make a move on Leclerc here? DRS is open. He's going to look on the inside. Come on, Lando. Do something, bro. Yes. I'm so tired of this guy. For the love of God, man. Just, do something. You know that meme where it's like, poke it with a stick? For God's sake, Lando. I hate this part of the race. I really do. Because this is where things get a little boring. It's like this every race, unfortunately. We can talk all we want about cornering abilities and how Max is absolutely awesome and Lando should be overtaking people. What is Lando going to do here? Come on, Lando. You're down the main straights into turn 12. Are you going to be able to make a move? Come on, boy. Do something. Lando. As you can see, as you can see here, Lando and Leclerc coming down. Come on, boy. You can make a move. Come on. He's going on the outside. He's going to do it. Nope. He can't make it. He's going on the inside. Oh, is he going to take it? Oh, Leclerc does an amazing job to defend from Lando Norris. Wow. Okay. Lando really pushing, though. He should. Those tires, you can see Leclerc is really struggling on those tires. The car is. He is literally trying to hold the back end of that car into pieces here. It's wild. Lando is definitely going to make this overtake. 15 laps into those softs. It's not looking good. They're coming down the main straights. Lando should overtake Leclerc here down the main straight into turn 1. Let's see what he can do. DRS gets opened. What is he going to do now, Lando? Come on. Let's make something happen. Boy, show me you are the world champion. Easy overtake here on the inside. Leclerc on the outside. Come on, Lando. For the love of God, man. I can't understand how this guy drives. Please understand that he is a very talented driver. I'm not taking that away from him, but I just I'm not saying the guy's bad. I'm not saying he's a bad driver. I'm saying he definitely has the skill to be a Formula 1 driver. I'm just saying, where is his assholeness? Where is his, I want it. I don't see it from him when I see these kind of scenarios. He's been within DRS range of Leclerc on soft tires that have been 16 laps, that are now 16 laps old. He should make an easy overtake on Leclerc and get to Verstappen. The gap between Leclerc and Verstappen is now 6.3 seconds. I don't understand why he's delaying this. He could have overtaken Leclerc 2 laps ago. Now, Leclerc is defending really well, but be more aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Come on. What's holding you back, bro? Very, very, very safe. He's playing it very safe. I don't like that. I like risk. I like risk-averse drivers. That's what I like of Max Verstappen. Okay? But it is interesting because this is a prime example of why Max Verstappen is the best driver in the world, because I listened to an interview some time back about one of his teammates that drove with him and, how Max drives his car. And is Lando going to do something here into the corner 1? Nope. We don't even need to talk. But yeah, something very interesting about Max and the way he drives is very similar to how Michael Schumacher drove. Max has a very hyper oversteer in his car. Now, if you a newbie to Formula One. I am still a newbie. I'm not an expert at Formula One, but oversteer means that the slightest, the less movement you have on your steering wheel, the more the car will move. And an oversteer is a more softer kind of drive. So Max drives with hyper oversteer. When I mean hyper oversteer, I mean like if you turn that steering wheel like an inch, that car will fly to the left. It's like playing Formula One, the game, on super expert everything, and then turning your sensitivity up to max. And that's how he drives. And the crazy part is, it is a terrifying way to drive, because you have to have such control, and every single millimeter you are in that car with hyper oversteer, you have got to be so focused that you have to be so in tune with your car and your body and your mind and your reactions to be able to pull off driving with such an hyper oversteer car. Let's just see if Lando Norris here, 300th of a second behind Leclerc. Is he going to do something down into turn one? We just talked about Max Verstappen's hyper oversteer. Come on, Lando. You're down into turn one. This is now 5 laps behind Leclerc on 18 lap old softs. Make a move. Make a move, Lando. Oh, for the love of God. How long is this going to take, Lando? You could have overtaken him on the inside there, but you couldn't, because you're a pansy. Please, bro, please. Ah. It's so frustrating to watch this car sometimes. I swear to God. It's absolutely wild. I think they're just waiting for the pit. Like, quite frankly, I would be doing the same. Leclerc has got to pit. These tires are literally now going to fall off a cliff. 18 laps on those softs. It's dead, bro. Those tires are dead. They're not coming back. Okay? They're not coming back, bro. See if there's anything on the drivers' chat. What is Charles Leclerc saying? Let's give a listen here to some of the team radio. George saying Piastri seems slow. What is Charles Leclerc saying? Charles is saying track limits for Norris. Why are you worried about track limits? Norris, for the love of God, let's try again. Okay, it's now been the 6th time. He's 700ths of a second behind Leclerc. Coming down into a little wobble there into turn 19. What are you going to do, Lando? Come on, boy. Come on, as you can see here, Lando and Leclerc, he's not going to do anything. My bro. Just this O. I just wanna, if I was his like team engineer, I'd be screaming in his ear, make the move! Make the fucking move! Please, Lando, please! Fucking hell. Ah, so sad. Come on, Lando, please, bro. Just make something happen here. You deserve this. Max is 7.8 seconds ahead. He could have made this move 5 laps ago and actually been putting some moves on Max Verstappen, but the lead is getting further and further away. Max is going to take these points. In fact, it's probably good for Max that Leclerc is giving Lando. Is he going to make a move here? Is he going to make a move down the main straight? Oh my God, is he going to do it on the outside? Is Lando going to do something? No, on the inside. Come on, Lando. No. Oh, Weaving. What's Weaving going to do on the outside? Oh, you're going to hit him. Oh my God, he nearly hit Leclerc. Oh my God in heaven, he nearly hit Leclerc. What in the hell kind of move was that? He nearly clapped Leclerc into turn 15. Hey, Boyki, what's he doing there, eh? You think he's smart? You're trying to force him off the track because you can't pass him. Oh my God. So Leclerc doing well to defend against Norris, lap 19 into those soft tires, but that shit ain't gonna last much longer. Let me tell you that. Okay, Norris down the main straight. DRS is open. Are you gonna make the move, Lando? I take a bet. I say no. Leclerc, wide berth. Good apex hits. Lando is still not there. Hamilton probably staying quite close to Norris. 1.2 seconds behind. Waiting for that move on Leclerc. in case there's a hiccup and he can capitalize on some kind of commotion between Norris and Leclerc. But I mean, they have got to get Charles into pits, because I mean, it's also a very dangerous way to drive on a very hot track, on a soft tire that's 20 laps old, where it has a window of 12 to 18 laps. You're looking at puncture territory, and that's the end of your race. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to keep him out the longer and longer on there. Is Lando going to do this move finally? Lando looking for the move in turn 12, and he still can't do it. That is 8 laps. 7 laps behind Leclerc that Lando cannot pull off an overtake. For the love of goodness sake. For the love of everything that is macaroni. Please. Just do something, Lando. I can't just watch you the whole race. There's nothing else much happening down at the bottom. Everything else is kind of like falling into it. Bortoletto in 19th. Albon, Hadjar, Antonelli does have the fastest lap, but had a little crash with Sainz, which took Sainz out of the race. Lance Stroll in 12th. Actually did an overtake there, surprisingly enough. Can you believe it? Oh my god. Hulkenberg in 9th, Behrman in 9th. And again, Lando down to turn 1. Still can't do it. Still can't do it. You have a faster car. Max is now 9.6 seconds ahead. You had a chance to close that gap four laps ago. You are outpacing Leclerc every single lap. So what are you doing? What are you doing? I cannot understand how he's just not driving aggressively. Lando Norris coming down into the main. Are you going to do something here? Are you actually going to do something here? Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando. Lando Norris. Oh my god. Has he finally done it on the outside? Lando Norris coming into turn 12. Holy shit. That only took 9 laps. My god, man. Oh, it's so depressing watching this guy race. Jesus. 9 laps. Congratulations, Charles. Lando Norris. Charles Norris and Lando Leclerc. Yes, but Lando Norris has successfully, after 9 freaking laps, been able to overtake Charles Leclerc on turn 12. It should have happened long ago. But Lando Norris is a bit of a P word. I love him. He's a great driver. He's very talented, but I just, where's the fight? Where's the fight? Please. I mean, Max is now almost 11 seconds ahead of Charles. It's just so wild to me. Put the pace on. He should have taken Leclerc 5 laps ago and then put some pace on Verstappen, because now Max has a pit window to basically get a free pit. For God's sakes, it's so crazy. Now, Ferrari's strategy here best be to pit Leclerc, because they have a chance to get a podium here and actually get a 3-4 if they're smart, because Oscar is far enough away for Leclerc to get away with the pit and maybe come out right behind Piastri on fresh tires. So if Ferrari is smart here, their tire strategy and their pit strategy could really pay dividends if they do it correctly. But this is Ferrari we're talking about, okay? Ferrari. Hamilton overtaking. Oh my god in heaven. Nearly took out his teammates into turn 12. Very close racing. Oh my god, nearly again into the back. Holy shit. It is wild down there in the S-Benz from turn 12 to turn 16. Hamilton right on the back of Leclerc, itching to take that 3rd position. Is he going to be able to do it? He is pushing very, very hard behind his teammates. They are finally pitting Leclerc. For the love of God, man. Well done, Ferrari. Well done. Now you best do a good pit stop. Let's see how quick their pit stop is, ladies and gentlemen. Leclerc is coming into the pits. How quick are you going to do this? Fast, guys. Do it fast. Do it fast. Great pit stop. Great pit stop. Love a 2.3 second pit stop for Leclerc. Out on medium tires. Great job by the pit wall. Down at the Ferrari garage. Great job. Let's see. Leclerc is coming out quite far behind, down in 9th position. But I think there will be a bit of a mix-up there once everyone else pits. He is the first. Now, I think Max and the rest of the guys on mediums are probably going to stretch out their gaps quite a bit, because it seems like the lap you kind of age for the mediums is like 28 laps. So we still got a couple laps to go before people even think about that tire strategy. So Max can really put in some pace. Now, Norris isn't really lapping that much quicker than Verstappen, as you can see here from the interval times. As you can see, Lando putting in 139.3s, Verstappen putting in 139.2s. That was his best, 139.7s. Lando is 139.9. So Max still lapping 200, 300 seconds faster than Lando. So the pit strategy is going to really pay off here. But Hamilton up into 3rd position while Leclerc pitted. Now it comes down to Piastri. What is Piastri going to do? Because he's 3 seconds behind Leclerc. He's 3 seconds behind. I swear to God, I'm just going to mix everyone's names up. Okay? He's 3 seconds behind Lewis Leclerc. Who is this move here? Kimi Antonelli on Colapinto up into 14th position. Very good. Kimi Antonelli for me has been a standout rookie, aside from Oscar Piastri, because let's be honest, the only other person aside from Max Verstappen to come in and on your 2nd year you are winning the Drivers' Championship, it's kind of unheard of. So I think Oscar Piastri is, he's one to watch for future races. He could be really, really, a future superstar. Again, I think Max he's just cut above the rest. And also remember, next year, it's a new era of Formula One, guys. Okay, the cars are shorter. The cars are less wide, so that they are now, the width has been reduced. We also have a brand new system that is replacing the DRS system within Formula One. So next year, we no longer have the rear wing giving us a aerodynamic boost. We are now getting a direct kilowatt injection boost from the power unit straight into the engine. So next year, the trailing car that is chasing the car in front will get a direct kilowatt injection into the engine by a system called the MOM, or the MOM system. And that is replacing DRS, which is going to change Formula One forever. Okay? I mean, again, it's not an aerodynamic boost. A direct kilowatt injection is a huge thing. Okay, and it's really, I believe it's going to probably be one of the most exciting times in Formula One history, because it's going to make I don't know what teams are going to abuse the system and find loopholes, but it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out, especially with Mercedes. They have a lot of really, really good research and development into EV technology. So I think Mercedes next year might be the team to watch when it comes to these 2026 cars and the new MOM systems and stuff like that. But very, very interesting. Max Verstappen still at a 10.9 second lead against Lando Norris, who overtook Leclerc to take 2nd position. Hamilton in 3rd. Oscar Piastri is not really catching Lewis Hamilton, as you can see here from the telemetry data. Hamilton doing a 148.4 and Piastri lapping 100ths of a second faster at a 143. So we'll see what the pit strategy is. They're coming into their pit windows here. So we'll see. I think they'll probably stress lap 25. So I think lap 28, we're going to start seeing some discussions about some pit strategies. So we'll see where Max is probably going to want to. I think Max is going to want to stay out as long as possible to get a free pit, basically, and stay out and win this race. It's up to Piastri, I think, to really push it as hard as he can to be able to get up there and take this championship. Because again, remember, Max is 45 points away from winning this Drivers' Championship, guys. 45 points. Bro, we're talking about Max Verstappen here. If there's anyone that can do that, it's him. We got a couple of races left. This man could actually win the Drivers' Championship. And let's all be honest, we don't care about the constructors. I don't know about you, but I only care about the Drivers' Championship, because that's all that matters to me. Sure, the teams, okay, it's not the olden days. People in the olden days used to support teams. Nowadays, we support drivers. So, I think it's going to be very interesting. But Max has been on form all weekend. Just pushed his lead up to 11 seconds. he is really, I don't know what it is about Max, but when you put him in a situation where he's got nothing to lose and the odds are stacked against him, he comes alive. Him and his car gel together, the pit wall and him gel together, and he just explodes onto the track, and he just takes advantage of every single little opportunity he can. He really is a cut above a lot of the drivers out there. And I just I don't know if you watch some of his post-race interviews, but he's so cocky. Oh my God, I love it. He's so cocky and he's so short. It's so awesome. I love watching him talk. But we got Hamilton here coming up on Lando. No, excuse me. We're talking about Leclerc coming up on Hulkenberg. Leclerc should, because the Ferraris have had some real pace this whole weekend, and I think he's going to put some pace on Hulkenberg here. He should get a nice easy overtake on Hulkenberg coming down into turn 12, which he does. Leclerc, nice easy overtake on the outside of Hulkenberg down into turn 12. Well done for Leclerc, going into 8th position. Now remember, everyone above him have not pitted. Excuse me, Ollie Behrman has pitted. No, that was Ocon. No, Ollie Behrman, yes. So everyone above him hadn't pitted. So depending on how far he can get up the tracks here, because remember, everyone else above him are all on used 28, 25 lap-year-old tires. So he has an opportunity here to really put the pedal to the metal, get some pace in, get some overtakes done, and really get into a great position. Maybe even take a bit of a podium position here. So we'll see how that goes. Kimi Antonelli, great move, moving up the field on Alex Albon. Wow, that was an impressive overtake. Jeez, luck. Alex Albon on Franco Colapinto, a beautiful move. Wow, really impressive from into turn 19. Just really confident on that overtake. Jeez, like really, really impressive by Alex. Let's see what's happening on the radios here. Let's just have a listen on the team radios. See what the drivers are seeing. Let's have a listen to Charles Leclerc. That's the old track limits from. Let's see what Lando Norris is saying. Oh, Lando Norris has got a black and white flag for track limits. That is interesting. If he gets another track limits, he will get a penalty. So let's keep an eye on that. Max Verstappen, what does he have to say? Let's listen. Okay, so the pit wall at Red Bull is saying that the conditions are changing. The tires are coming into the pit strategy. Max saying the tires are starting to fall off a bit. It is the window. Lap 28 is the window for these tires to fall off. Max is complaining on the radio that the tires are falling off. So we should start seeing some movement here. Okay, we over that lull period in the race where everyone is eased in. Now we're going to start seeing some strategies in the pits, which is the best part about the race, because we should start seeing some hiccups, some drama, because that's what we like to see. Gasly coming into pits. Let us see who else. Kimi Antonelli still has the fastest lap. 138.8. Very interesting there. How is Max doing? 10.6 or 10 seconds ahead of Lando Norris. Hamilton falling off quite a bit from behind Piastri. 6 seconds behind Norris. So quite a far distance. Piastri also falling off quite a bit. I think he's been struggling quite a bit with that car after that big shunt in these sprints. I think he's really struggled with that rear suspension. I just don't think they fixed that car. Or the McLarens are just, favoring Orlando. Charles Leclerc, great move on Ollie Behrman on all the tires. Great job to take 7th position. This is what Leclerc needs to do. So maybe I wasn't wrong about the tire strategy. I'm sorry, Ferrari. Perhaps you are correct. Leclerc doing a great job to get through the field on those brand new medium tires to be able to get some track position, push out some overtakes, and really put himself in a great spot for when everyone starts to pit, which is going to be very, very soon. And that is going to play to his advantage when it happens. What happens to Pierre Gasly here coming into the pits? Oh, did he have a Pierre Gasly couldn't get the back left tire on. Oh, no. That was an awful pit. 6 seconds in the pit. Oh, my God. That's awful. It's like a lifetime. Could you imagine being a driver stuck in your pit for 6 seconds? It must feel like, I mean, you're driving at 350 k's an hour and then you suddenly stop in your pit for 6 seconds. It must feel like forever, right? I wonder what it must be like as a Formula 1 driver to drive a normal car after a race, right? It must be so weird. Like, how do you even drive normally as a Formula 1 driver? So let's have a look here. Is anyone else coming into the pits? No, it doesn't look like it. Verstappen still out, Norris still out, Hamilton, Piastri, Russell, Tsunoda still out. Are they going to pit Piastri? Okay, so McLaren looking to give Oscar soft tires, which Oscar has said, fuck no, that's a stupid idea, which I agree with. But we'll see what happens. Leclerc, go Boyke, go. This is how you drive a Formula 1 car, ladies and gentlemen. Leclerc sniffing on the outside of Yuki Tsunoda. Absolutely incredible job down into turn 16. Come on, Charles. That is how you drive a Formula 1 car. Lando Norris, take notes. For the love of God, he has come out on a medium tire and just overtaken 3 people in 3 laps. That is how you drive a Formula 1 car. He's taking risks. He's going on the outside in corners you don't go on the outside because he's got fresh tires, because he's got the grip, and because he's got the balls to do it. Max Verstappen coming into the pits. Is that Max or Tsunoda? Excuse me. That must have been Max because he was wheel spinning into the pits. Excuse me, it's Yuki Tsunoda coming into the pits. Let's see what happens on this pit stop. Are they going to do something decent? Oh, it's a terrible pit stop. 3.4 seconds pit stop for Yuki Tsunoda. Not great there. But the story of the hour is Charles Leclerc flying through the field after pitting on those softs, doing a great job to get track position. That is what I like to see. Okay? Lando Norris couldn't take Leclerc for 9 laps when he had 22-lap-old soft tires. Leclerc has come out in a set of brand new mediums and taken 3 people in 3 laps. Come on. That is how you drive a Formula 1 car. I love to see it. So Leclerc is the most underrated driver on this whole grid. And I feel like if he was in a better car, I feel like he would have the potential to be a world champion. I really, really believe that. I feel like he has got, Max is this go, just aggressive pit bull. But Charles is like, I don't know, he's like jazz. He drives smoothly. But he still takes risks. I love watching him drive. I really do. If you ever want to watch a beautiful, beautiful drive, watch him drive Monaco in the race that he won. He's in his zone, man. He's in that flow state, man. And Max is in that flow state right now. 9.7 seconds ahead of Lando. I don't know when. Are they going to pit Max? Is this the pit window? Oh, I wonder if. Oh my goodness! I see a name here. I see Nasima. Is this Max? Piastri is in the pits. That's a great pit stop. 2.3 seconds by the McLaren pit wall to pit Oscar onto a brand new set of mediums, coming out right behind Hulkenberg. Great pit stop by McLaren. Good strategy there. Nasima, hello. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. Super cringe, but deal with it. So Oscar, great job there by the pit wall for McLaren. Again, he's not in the greatest position. It all comes down to Hamilton and Russell. They are still to pit, so we'll see how that pans out because I don't know about that. That is the way the cookie crumbles, eh? Oh, track limits for George. If Lando gets a track limits warning again, he will get a penalty, which is 5 seconds, which will put him behind. It'll put him behind. I'm just looking here, 8 seconds. Actually, no, you'll only be behind Russell. Probably only Hamilton. Hamilton is 8 seconds behind Norris. Yes, okay. No, wow. Okay, well, we're going to see how that pans out during the end of the race. I have said pans out during this race. I don't know what it is. I just hook onto, they're pitting Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is in the pits. What are you going to do, Ferrari? Don't fuck up the pits. Great pit stop. Great pit stop by the Ferrari pit wall. 2.6 seconds. Okay, not the best, but still great pit stop. Ferrari is looking on form. Look, Hamilton might come out ahead of Hulkenberg here. Nope. He is not going to be behind Piastri, though, which is exactly... Oh, my God. Is Ferrari making good strategy calls? What is happening? What is going on? This is why I don't understand how you can be a Ferrari supporter. Because one week you're in the wall, the next week you're making good tire moves, and the next week you look like a bunch of chickens with your heads cut off. What's going on? But yes, great move by Ferrari here. Leclerc has done an incredible job, okay? To be on the softs for 22 laps. Insane defending from Norris, okay? Really, really great defending from Norris. To pit onto a new set of mediums, come out on track, and then take 6 positions to get back into 4th position. Absolutely incredible drive by Leclerc. Really, really incredible drive. He has done a hell of a job to really chase for that podium. And that's what I don't see from Lando Norris. I don't know what it is, but I don't see that drive from Lando. I really don't. And again, it's not because I think he's a bad driver. It's not because I hate Lando Norris. It's just because he's in contention to win the Drivers' Champion. Where is the fight? Where is the fight? I see Leclerc fighting harder for positions than I do Lando. So Lando Norris in the pits. Let's see what happens here. Great pit stop by the McLaren. No, terrible pit stop by the McLaren pit wall for both Oscar and Piastri. That was a 3.8 second pit stop for Norris. Not great. Not great. Leclerc is going to take 3rd position from Norris. Oh no, what an upset. Leclerc has taken back 3rd position. That's what Lando deserves that. Amazing stop. They are boxing Max. Max is going to get a free pit stop. Let's not worry about Max. He's in another race. But the real story here is they were able to undercut Norris. Leclerc has done, and the Ferrari have done an incredible job. I can't believe the words are coming out of my mouth. Okay? Ferrari actually had an incredible strategy this race. They did damn well with Leclerc. Leclerc is driven like a beast. Absolutely incredible pit stops, taking advantage of it and really beating McLaren to the punch. So great job from the Ferraris. Great job from Leclerc. Really, really great drive. They have put Norris on softs, which is a very strange move. Norris can't overtake Leclerc on mediums. Well, how is he going to overtake people on softs? I don't understand what's they doing here. Let's have a look down in the track. Let's see if there's any... Okay, we got some messages here from the drivers. Let's just have a little listen here. From the track messages, Lando Norris. Let's see what he says. Lando's screaming for a box. Oscar Piastri. Okay. They're telling Oscar that Russell is within an undercut range. Okay, so Oscar wanted to box first there. Okay, cool. Max Verstappen, what does he have to say? Max? Okay, that's the old message of his tires becoming sticky. Okay, so an interesting development here. We have soft tires on Max, Norris, Hamilton. Wow, I think from Leclerc, you see, Leclerc running those soft tires at the beginning up to lap 23. He did 23 laps on those softs. An interesting, obviously everyone's getting the telemetry and the data from those tires. They're seeing, oh my God, okay, well, we can actually run these softs and get some pace out of them for a decent amount of time. Leclerc did a great job defending. So now we've got Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton, Piastri, Russell. So now everyone from the max down is now on soft tires. Absolutely mad. So, wow, we're going to see how this pans out. Now, Leclerc is on mediums. I think Leclerc might be able to... I'm not saying he's going to beat Max, but depending on how hard Max pushes. Now, he has a lead of 5.8 seconds. Now, depending on how hard Max pushes, and he doesn't need to push that hard, he might, in fact, be able to catch Max within, we're on lap 34, 56. He may be able to catch Max if he drives like a beast. So we'll see. We need to keep an eye on Leclerc and Verstappen there right now. But Norris, 2.7 seconds behind Leclerc. Hamilton, 7 seconds behind Norris. Piastri, 4.7 seconds behind Hamilton. So the intervals are quite spaced out. Oh, we got a little mix-up here between Behrman and Tsunoda. Oh, my God. Behrman on the corner of turn 12 spins out. Oh, my goodness me. Behrman on turn 15 hits the gravel, spins out, nearly hits Yuki Tsunoda, nearly a major upset. That would have been a pity because Oliver Behrman has been driving really well this whole entire weekend. But a little bit of a mix-up there. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think he just had a little tussle with Yuki. Tried to sniff it on the inside. Let's just have a little quick replay here. Ollie on the inside, couldn't find a gap. Coming down into turn 15. Oh my God. He just didn't brake. He just did not brake, hit the gravel, and just Yuki had to avoid him. Wow. Okay. A really interesting maneuver there. That could have been so bad. But great job to avoid, great job by Yuki to see that and avoid it. But he just put the pedal on the gas and just, you got a 90-degree turn there. Why wouldn't you? It almost looked like he accelerated it into the corner. Very strange. But anyway, no collision there. Everyone has recovered. No problem. Alrighty. Where are we now? Let's have a look at some telemetry data here. Max 6.5. I think Max has got this in the bag. Max is currently doing a 158.3. I don't think that's reflective. Yeah, there we go. So his proper time is 137.9. Which is the time, his best time, basically. Leclerc lapping at a 138.3. Now, that is what I'm talking about. That is the interesting telemetry we want to see. That is, almost 200, 300, 400th of a second faster than Max. So he has a real potential here to catch Max during the end of the race. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. Yes, I didn't say how that pans out. Well done. I'm impressed, eh? Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking here. Hamilton, Piastri. Yeah, the gaps are quite wide here. I'm not seeing anyone really doing any aggressive moves. Everyone lapping at 138s. Except Norris. Norris is lapping at a 137.6. Leclerc, 138.3. He is on the mediums, though. But these guys who are driving these softs really fast. Lando, the only one really pushing it hard. So we'll see the interval there. 1.3 seconds to Leclerc. So he has an opportunity to take Leclerc. But it took him 9 laps to overtake him last time. So I don't know how long it's going to take him to do it this time. But we'll see if he can actually pull something out the bag. 1.3 seconds behind Leclerc. He has an opportunity here. If he can actually pull it out the fucking bag. And drive like a actual champion. But who knows? It's all up to Lando, bro. He's just gotta, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in him. I think he gets in his own head too much. Lando coming down the main straight. DRS is open. No, DRS is not open. He could. No, he's not going to have a sniff down into turn 1. Nope. He's a bit far too behind. A bit too far behind. Charles Leclerc snort laugh. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, eh? That's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay. So 1.4. I was looking at the times here. So Leclerc, 138.6s. Hamilton, 138.6s. Norris slowing down a bit at 138.3. So we're going to have to... Max is just flying ahead here. I am hoping that these positions stay, because if Max wins this and Leclerc is in second position, that gives him a very big advantage for the Drivers' Championship. And that's what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I will laugh till next year if Max wins this Drivers' Championship. I really, really will. I also thought Piastri would be a little more aggressive during this race. I think he's struggling with the car again. Remember, in a sprint format, it's quite tricky for the whole team, really, because you don't have much time between practice and sprint qualifying and then the sprint race and then normal qualifying and then the race. So you don't have much time in between to really get a good program on the car to be able to find, tire telemetry, what amount of downforce you're going to be needing, what kind of suspension, how you're going to set up the cars. So you don't get much time to sort this all out during the race. And especially if you have a crash right like on the sprint race, you got a couple hours before the qualifying. So I think it's a bit of a problem there. But Lando has definitely picked up the pace here. He's now within DRS range. Wait. Is that Norris? Has Norris been given a black and white flag? Has Norris been given a black... was that Alex? Oh no, that was Alex Albon. Yeah, that's Alex Albon. Oh my god, is Norris going to get a penalty? Oh my god, I think Lando's going to get a penalty for track limits. Are you going to make the move, Lando? Come on. Oh my fucking god, this guy. He just brake late. Just brake late, go on the inside, and put your foot down. Please. Like Leclerc did 6 laps ago when he overtook 4 people to get second position again. I swear to God, we're now in the same position that Lando Norris was in a couple laps ago, where he took 9 laps to overtake Leclerc on 22-lap-old soft tires. And where is this guy's fight? What is he doing? Where is it? He's down the main straight. He's 600th of a second. His DRS is open. This should be an easy overtake for Lando Norris on the inside. But there's just nothing. He just fades off at the end. There's no attempt to brake late. There's no attempt to try and fake him, right? Sure, okay. The Mercedes, the Ferraris do seem to have some pace, but Lando's car is clearly faster. He's lapping at 600ths of a second faster than Leclerc. It should be an easy overtake for Lando. That's why I'm saying I don't see the fight in him. The fight that Leclerc just put in to get an insane pit stop and an insane tire strategy to get back into second position, I don't see that from Lando. I just do not see it. Again, Max Verstappen 6 seconds ahead. This guy's got it in the bag. Because, I mean, dude. Max is the champ, bro. Max is the king. This guy's an absolute beast. And if anyone is capable of coming back, it's Max freaking Verstappen to win this Drivers' Championship. I swear to God, if he wins it, guys. Oh my God. It's going to be a 2021 scenario all over again. I mean, it won't be that good. I don't think we're going to see something like that again for a very, very long time, but it might be. Imagine if we get to the end and it's, Lando and Verstappen neck and neck on points and the last race wins it all. That could be insane, guys. Holy crap. Really, really cool. Okay, so once again, we are lap 40 of 56. Lando is behind Leclerc on soft tires, which should be... Lando's got DRS coming down into turn 1. Is he going to be able to make a move? He's looking on the inside. Will he be able to? Nope. He does nothing. How? I'm actually getting mad. Like, Boyki, just put your foot down, boy. Hey? Why are you so scared? What's going on? It's a Ferrari, bro. You're on soft tires. Should be easy overtake. Hey? But no. You can't do it. This is now the 4th lap. He is behind Charles. Norris is currently lapping at a 38.5. Okay, Leclerc has upped his paces. They are definitely faster on the straights. That is one thing I will say. The Ferraris do have a better pace on the straights. Let's see. What is Roxon Sox saying? 2 weeks ago, I generally thought it was a long shot for him. Again this year, but it becomes more and more possible. Exactly that. Rocks and Socks, you are correct. Thank you for making comments. I appreciate it. Yes, you are 100% correct. I didn't think it was possible either. It was just like Max is winning some races. Oh shit, the McLarens have crashed out. Oh shit, Max is 45 points away from winning the championship. Holy shit, Max is in pole in Austin. What's going on? Yeah, and also remember, Oscar is in 5th position and he is the leader here. So that's a big loss. That's a big loss to Oscar's lead. Okay? A big loss to... Okay, Lando, Down the main straight, DRS. How many times do we have to be here? How many times do we have to be here? You see, and this is why I'm saying Leclerc looks like a better driver than Lando here. He is driving so well defensively. He is driving so aggressively. He's putting the moves on. He's late braking. He's taking risks into corners that people don't normally overtake on. He is driving like a world champion. And Lando, I just don't see it. I just do not see it. Let's just jump down to the bottom and hear if there's any. I don't think there's any new radio messages. So on the pit wall, Oscar Piastri a bit faster than Russell that last lap. Lewis Hamilton, Piastri 38.9. George Russell 16 laps remaining. What else is happening here? Pierre Gasly complaining he has no tires. I don't blame you, bud. You're on softs. You're on 22 lap old soft tires. 2.5 seconds. Okay. Max Verstappen on the radio. Let's just hear what Max has to say. Come on, Maxi Max. Tell us what you got to say, bro. Just listen to Maxi. Okay, so his pit wall is saying that Lando is complaining about the tires and they are telling Max to look after his. But he is 6.8 seconds ahead. He is putting in relatively easy laps. He's not exactly pushing it. I think he's trying to manage those soft tires. Remember, they're soft tires. Although Leclerc did do, 22 laps, Leclerc is on mediums. So I don't think he's going to catch Max. I really don't. But yeah, Lando obviously has fallen out of DRS range. I think obviously trying to charge his battery, looking for an opportunity to get behind Leclerc and actually make that overtake, but just doesn't make it happen. I just can't understand what this guy is doing in his head. It's wild. And Rox she also said that he's too in his head, right? Like for the love of God, how can you now you've fallen back 0.07 of a second in 2 laps? It's wild. Sherbet. I just said sherbet. I can say shit. Okay? Shit. Little vape break for my ailing throat. Lando, my dude. I know we're talking about Lando a lot, but Hamilton 9.9 seconds behind Norris. Piastri not really putting in fast laps, 39.2s. Hamilton 38.9s, so 1/100th of a second behind Lando on pace. George is doing some surprisingly quick laps as well, but the rest of the grid is relatively paced out. We are looking here at the battle between Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc, but Lando has fallen 2.2 seconds behind Leclerc. Did Lando just get a penalty? No. I'm looking at the race control messages here. Lando is 1 track limits away from being given a 5-second penalty. So if he goes off track limits again, that could really seriously hurt his laps. It could put him down behind Piastri. No, behind Hamilton. No, not even. Yeah, behind Hamilton. Okay, Max complaining about his tires. So we should start seeing 43 laps or 56 laps. Verstappen 11 laps on these soft tires. Now you can go to the end of the race on these softs, but Charles is on medium tires, so he's going to come into those the performance of those tires are going to come into effect now. But also, I think the mediums in performance fall off a lot quicker when they do get to their end of life. No, excuse me, the softs fall off a lot quicker in performance at the end of life than the mediums. So Max got to just look after those tires. Hopefully we don't have any upsets. Max going to get 25 points here. Oscar's only going to get 10 points, okay? That means Max will be 35. You will have 30. Max will be almost 35 points, somewhere around there, away from the Drivers' Championship. We still got like 4 races left. Bro, this guy could win the Drivers' Champion. It's unreal. I can't believe this guy is a freak. He's a freak of nature, this man. I swear to God. Ain't no one like Max Verstappen. And thank God we get to have this guy in Formula One, because this is why we come to races. I know it's boring to watch someone win by 23 seconds, but it's still a privilege to watch someone like this race. He's a freak of nature. He breaks all the odds, and that's what we want to see in Formula One. And then when you look at Lando, who is now still chasing Charles Leclerc, I just struggle to see why Lando can't pull the pace out of what is the fastest car on the grid. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, he's on soft tires. He should have an advantage over Leclerc. He should have been able to. I mean, he was within DRS range for at least 6 laps there and still couldn't make a move. There wasn't even an attempt to try and underbrake on braking, or try an outside line or anything, any kind of aggressive attempt to overtake Charles. Come on, guys! Like, what? Please, let's. Have we got any movement down at the bottom? Hadj Austin in 17th position. Ocon in 13th. Who cares about Lance Stroll? Technically, Lance Stroll doesn't exist, so I don't even count 12th position. To me, there's only 19 people driving in a Formula One race. Lance Stroll doesn't even count as a racer. Yuki Tsunoda in 7th. So not much has changed in the rest of the grid. We are eyeing out here Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris. That's where it's all at. Max Verstappen has pretty much won this race. Now, those hard tires are still a while to go here. So, he's got to watch out, because Charles, he is on those medium tires, and those softs are going to fall off very, very quickly. Now, I think Lando he's falling behind very quickly. I mean, this is 2.6 seconds behind Charles. He got to do something. If he wants a podium. Does he want this championship or not? What are we doing here? It makes me so mad. I am voting right now. Yeah, F1. What is it again? F1. Dot. Vote driver of the day. Driver of the day, guys. Driver of the day. Who is your driver of the day? Let me know in the chat below. Who is the driver of the day? Because I am picking one right now. It is Charles Leclerc, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to say, but this guy has driven like an absolute freak. Super, super good. Why can't I vote? Vote, damn you, vote. Come on. No, it won't vote. Vote, damn you, vote. Where is he? Charles Leclerc, vote. Yes. Oh, won't let me vote. Son of a bitch. What's going on? Oh, well. Okay, well, it's Charles Leclerc for me. Wins driver of the day. Driver of the day, by far, Charles Leclerc. Okay, so where are we here? Lando, he has picked up the pace a bit, but not really making much inroads on Charles Leclerc. Max is massaging those tires. Let's just see if the drivers are saying anything here. No new messages. Pierre Gasly. So Lando Norris, okay, mate, understood. And just looking here. Let's do some management. Bring the tire temps down and then go again. Okay, so they obviously are. Lando's looking for a bit of recharge of the battery, and then an attempt on Charles Leclerc probably later, a bit later into this. So we've got 10 laps to go, guys. 10 laps to go. Lando has a shot here. I mean, as I rub my eyes in disdain for the fact that he can't overtake one car, it's... come on, boy. I'm watching it. I mean, Lance Stroll has overtaken more people than Lando Norris. Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll, please. Come on. God. I'd be so upset with myself. Oh my God. I'm all out of Red Bull, guys. I'm all out. Look, I'm matched today. Its colors are matched, bro. Whee! Okay. So yes, we're on 9 laps. 9 laps left. 9 laps left in this Austin GP. Again, if you are here to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the like button. This is my profession. It really, really helps me. It fits into the algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. Hit me up with a subscribe if you want. I do stream the races all the time. I will be doing an expose of the whole season of Formula One when the season finishes. So come stay tuned into that. But I also do other content, React stuff, which I'm going to be posting more of. So yeah, come and hang out. But thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's a weird format for. I mean, why would you want to watch me stream telemetry data when you can just watch it live? But some people don't like to pay for the app, so that's why I do this. And maybe someone wants to listen to some unhinged Formula One commentary because I can't handle Jolyon Palmer and the commentators on F1 TV. So that's why I like to do the commentating myself. I'm not a super expert, but I know enough to give you enough information that will... Oh, thanks. Oh my God, I'm being given snacks. Oh, a white Kit Kat. Yeah, boy. Nice. Okay, let's see what is happening here. Little Kit Kat break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Nailed it. Okay. Let's see. Verstappen, 6.6 seconds ahead still. This Lando looks like he's going for a move. He looked like he's picked up the pace quite a bit here. 2 seconds ahead of Leclerc. That's what we're looking at. He's definitely moving. Probably trying to get in on this. 7 laps to go. 6 laps to go. 7 laps to go. Norris is now or never. It's now or never, bro. Come on. How hard is it to overtake someone? For the love of God, man. He has definitely picked up the pace, though. Lando is doing a 137.7. Charles is doing a 138.2. Lando's tires are going to fall off very quickly here. So he's got to make a move now. He has got to make a move now. Or it's just going to be the end of his race. Well, not the end. I mean, he does have third position, but it's still... come on, bro. Come on. Oh my gosh. So 1-7. Lando is definitely putting in some pace here. We have to see what he can do at the end of the race to really capitalize on taking out Leclerc. But I don't think that's going to happen. Max has definitely won this race. There's no ways he's going to lose that race. He's been driving too hard, too fast to win this race. I was going to give Max driver of the day, but I think Charles has really deserved second position here. I mean, I don't think he was ever going to catch Max, but it's the Ferraris and Leclerc and Hamilton really have been on form with strategy, and Leclerc's driven really, really well. Kimi Antonelli, nice little overtake on Esteban Ocon to take 13th position. Good job for that little rookie. I like that guy. He's really cool. High school, bro. Dude's in high school. He was driving a Formula One car before he was driving his supercar not his supercar, but his car that he has in real life. He wasn't allowed to drive it because number one, it was too powerful. And number two, he didn't have a license. So he was able to drive a car at 380 kilometers an hour on a track, but he couldn't drive a normal car. Wild stuff. 18 years of age. Crazy. Earning millions. Driving a car around a track for a living. Pretty insane. Traveling the world. Wild, right? Okay, driver of the day. Vote for your driver of the day. Let me know in the comments below who your driver of the day is. For me, it is Charles Leclerc. He's taking it with 35%. 35% Charles Leclerc is winning driver of the day, which is well deserved. Absolutely incredible drive by Charles Leclerc. I picked correctly. Lando is 1 second away from Leclerc here. Is he going to be able to make a move? We've got 6 laps left. Come on, Lando. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Because I want to see your championship spirit, my friend. Okay? I want to see it, bro. You got 6 laps left. I want to see you do something. Please. Please show me. Please show me that you are a driver's champion. Okay? Show me. I want it. I want to see you, bro. I want to see you do it. We all do. We don't want to see you drive like an ass. Okay? Come on, Lando. 6 laps left. You're now in DRS range. It took you 9 laps to overtake him last time. And he had 22 lap old soft tires. It's time, Lando. Okay? You are moving. You are 600ths of a second away from Leclerc. You are coming down to the main straight. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Lando? Are you going to make this happen? He's down the main straight. Are you gonna? Are DRS is open? What are you doing? Are you gonna make the turn? And you are not, because you just can't do it. 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 He just cannot do it. I don't think he deserves second position. I really don't. I don't think he does. Because Leclerc is out driving him. He's putting that car across the whole track, man. He's just outperforming Lando in every single aspect. Defensive, aggressive, tire management. He's just kicking him. He's beating him. He's kind of making a mockery of it right now. We officially got 6 laps left. Lando Norris is charging his battery. Leclerc still has a full charge. That is why Leclerc is using his battery very, very carefully and very, very strategically, where Oscar using most of his battery down the main straights with his DRS open to try and get an overtake on Charles, but just can't do it. He just cannot nail it because Charles is countering his every move, and it's insane driving to see. This is where I see Charles Leclerc as an incredible Formula One driver, and I think Ferrari is kind of letting him down at the moment. Issues with the car, issues with the team. I don't know. Ferrari seems like a very emotionally charged team. You know, it's all a bunch of Italians. You know, not that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that that kind of environment would nail that. Oh, Charles. Oh, what is he gonna do? And oh my God. Down in the main straight. Come on, Lando. What are you going to do? DRS is open. You are 200ths of a second behind Leclerc. Are you going to make a move or not? He's going down the inside. Hard braking zone. Is he going to be able to make the move? Oh, Charles Leclerc takes him on the inside. Wow. Incredible defensive again. Lando tried to do late braking, but Charles saw right through it. He saw right through that move. He knew that would come. Lando used all of his battery to get that overtake, to try and do it. He thought he had it, but Charles saw right through that move. Incredible job by Leclerc. Absolutely mad. His defensive driving is off the charts right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that. Really incredible drive. Lando just cannot find that gap. It's like there's a roadblock. Lando Norris got space again down into turn 12. Is he going to be able to make the move on the inside? What's he going to do? Lando goes on the inside. Oh, Charles Leclerc far wide berth. Lando finally takes the position on the inside. Oh, Charles, what are you going to do? Is there a counter? No, Lando takes the position from Charles into second position. Oh, my God. Turn 12, I told you. That's where all the action would happen. Oh, man. Unfortunate for Charles Leclerc. I don't think he's going to get that position back. Although Lando's tires are quite old, there are still 5 laps to go. Maybe Charles can get this back. I'm not sure. But it feels like Lando probably took that position. It only took him 9 laps like it did the first time because it's Lando. Who knows? But Charles does have DRS down the main straight into turn 1. Maybe Charles can get lucky here because his medium tires, in theory, both of their tires are poked right now. Yeah, so Lando definitely... I think Charles gave him that one. Well, not gave it to him, but... No, Charles baited him there. Charles was on the outside, waited on the outside, saw Lando flying down the middle, knew that he was going to do a late break, and took it. But yeah, no, unfortunate for Charles Leclerc. He's fallen out of DRS range, so it looks like Lando has taken that position and solidified his lead. Oh my God. 304, 344. Max Verstappen is 40 points away from the Drivers' Championship. 40 points, ladies and gentlemen. That's 3 races. Okay? And that's if the McLarens don't freak out from now until the end of the season. Max could win this Drivers' Championship. And that's what we're all pinning our hopes on. But again, Max 8.6 seconds ahead of everyone else here in a league of his own. Been driving like an absolute freak this whole entire race. But Ferrari, I feel like Charles Leclerc deserves that second position. Driven so well, so great defensively, so great offensively. Just a really good strategy by Ferrari, which is surprising because, you know, Ferrari is generally all over the place. So a really, really well thought out drive by Charles Leclerc. Really well deserved. Hamilton also done well to stick in 4th place. Piastri and Russell really didn't make too many moves this whole entire race. Piastri has just been I feel nursing, the back suspension of his car with that shunt in the sprint race. So it's unfortunate for Piastri because I wanted to see him fight a bit more. But, what can you do? We got all the Yukaloopies down at the bottom. My cat's name is Yuki. He's a firecracker, just like Yuki is. Hasaya! I love Yuki. He's the best. But that's the way it is. Hulkenberg in 8th, Behrman in 9th, Alonso in 10th, Lawson in 11th, Stroll 12th, Antonelli 13th, Bortoleto down in 19th. So I think that's it. Charles Leclerc has definitely won. If the results stay as they are, the McLaren drama is going to increase. You damn Skippy. The McLaren drama is... That's what we want, bro. I want to see Oscar throw his gloves and slap Oscar with it across the face and scream, "I challenge you to a duel." That would be the best. But yes, we want to see that. As much as we all love seeing Max Verstappen win, we don't want to see people win by 23 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds or less. And we don't want to see people winning Constructors' Championships, with 6 races left and they 350 points ahead of everyone. I don't think anyone wants to really watch that. But again, next year is a very different scenario. I mentioned it before earlier in the race. We no longer have an aerodynamic DRS system. We now have a direct kilowatt injection into the engine from the power unit. It's a big change. It's going to be an historic change for Formula One, especially for chasing cars. So I think we're going to see a very interesting era next year for Formula One. But yeah, we are almost done with this Austin Grand Prix. 2 laps to go, 54 laps out of 56. Max Verstappen in the lead in the Austin GP, 8.4 seconds ahead of Lando Norris. Lando Norris has taken second place ahead of Charles Leclerc, who is now in 3rd. Hamilton in 4th, and Oscar Piastri, who is just over... No, he's in 5th place. He's in 5th place. And Russell down in 6th. Are there any messages before Oscar in his villain era? Damn right! I want Oscar to be a villain. He needs to be a villain. Okay? There's no such thing as 2 number 1 drivers. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. There ain't no such thing as 2 number 1 drivers. Oscar needs to be a dick, and I think he is a dick, okay? He may seem cool, calm, and collected on the outside, but I can tell you right now, that man got a bone, an asshole bone in him, okay? Let me tell you. I'm telling you, and it just needs to come out, bro. Okay, he's been nice. He's been good, but I want to see that, bro. That's really... We got the Alpines fighting down at the bottom here. Oh, nearly coming together into turn 1. Pierre Gasly, Colapinto takes Pierre Gasly. Oh, Colapinto, this guy as well. When Colapinto came into Formula One, he was hailed to be the next Ayrton Senna, and like everyone is raving how good this guy. I mean, the entire fan base basically forced Duhan to leave Formula One over threats of death from F1 fans. They then brought Colapinto back. The guy put it in the wall every race for 4 races. I don't understand it. Colapinto nearly crashed into his teammate Pierre Gasly. He took a very wild late-breaking swing into turn 1. That turn 1, I love. This track is great for drama. Let me tell you. Okay? Austin is great for drama. Right, we are on the final lap of the Austin Grand Prix. Max Verstappen 7.4 seconds ahead. It looks like this is it. We got Shabuzi, whoever Shabuzi is, who is the final flag waver. Who the hell is Shabuzi? Am I too old to know who this man is? Who the hell is Shabuzi? He sounds like a Western singer. I don't know what these things. Oh, America. Jesus. But they are coming down the final stretch. We got one more lap to go, and Max Verstappen will be the winner of the Austin Grand Prix. This is the final lap to go, and it looks like this is the lineup. Max Verstappen on pole, Norris is second, and Charles Leclerc is third. A great race by Charles Leclerc. Absolutely incredible driving by him. I want to see more of this from the Ferrari team. Great strategy, great aggressive driving from Charles. Really, really great all round. I'm so impressed. Super good. Norris, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. He's lucky he's got a fast car, or he would be in, middle of the bottom pack. I'm just saying. Piastri obviously suffering with some damage to his car that obviously wasn't fully repaired. But Max, again, just an absolute beast. An absolute beast. Okay, this guy is now 40 points away from winning the Drivers' Championship. He has a real chance to take this. A real chance. Oscar now in 5th position gives Max an even bigger lead to take the Drivers. So wow, just an awesome job by Max. To watch this guy drive, just something incredible. I don't know what I like more, watching Max drive or watching Max's post-race interviews. Because listening to him talk to reporters is just the greatest thing on earth, okay? It's the best. It's the best. But Max coming around turn 19, down into turn 20. Max Verstappen to take pole position on pole position. Great job. Only done in 2021. Max Verstappen, winner of the 2025 Austin Grand Prix. It has only been done once before by Max Verstappen. No one wins on pole at Austin except Max Verstappen. No one else has won from pole. Okay? It is crazy that this guy can do these kinds of things. Okay? Max Verstappen, champion, winner of the Austin 2025 GP. Lando Norris comes in second, the 39.9. Antonelli still retains the fastest lap of the race at 37.5. Leclerc is third. Well done for him for getting that podium. Well deserved. Hamilton in 4th. Piastri in 5th. Russell in 6th. Tsunoda in 7th. Hulkenberg in 8th. Behrman in 9th. And Alonso in 10th. A great race today. Wasn't quite as dramatic as I was hoping for compared to the sprint race. I think people are a little more aware. But still, we have some wild times ahead. Things are only going to escalate here on out, guys, to the end of the season. The drivers want this championship more than ever. I don't see Lando wanting it. It doesn't seem like he wants it. But here we have a real chance for Max to take it. This is where McLaren start shitting in their boots. Or I should say Oscar and Lando start shitting in their boots. Because Max is now even closer to that drivers' championship. Really impressed. I really hope you'll see it. But that is it for the Austin GP. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with me on this unhinged commentary of Formula One. I know you could watch this, on the Formula One app, but I do appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with me. It's really, really awesome of you. Please, again, hit that like button. Give me a subscribe if you haven't. And it really, really helps me out. Again, this is my profession. Will be really cool. But I will see you on the next race, ladies and gentlemen. If you do want to see me stream the qualifying, I am happy to do that, but I only generally stream the races. But again, thank you so much. An absolutely incredible drive from Max Verstappen to win the Austin 2025 GP. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you on the next race. Have a safe Sunday. Have a great rest of your week next week. Love and peace. Later.